I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcasted like hey ya.
Yo, a party people, and the place to be was good. It's the #1 Chief Rock and Knicks Universe, your main man, Uncle Freezie, and welcome to the premiere Knicks in the Morning show, the Knicks Morning Drive. Y'all want this party started right. Y'all want this party started quickly. Right? Okay. What's good, everybody? Feeling good. Coming off a win against a JV team last night. I don't care what the name of the JV team was. You know what I'm saying? Coming off that win. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to whoever it was that we played, but they didn't put up much of a fight. Didn't feel no. As a matter of fact, I dozed off during the game a couple of times. The game was not even yo let me stop, man. Let me stop. Salute. Good morning to everybody. To all my Knicks fans out there, all my Knicks people out there going about the work week early on a Thursday morning, whether you are in your cubicle, taking telephone calls, whether you are part of the sales force out and about, whether you are door-to-door sales, face-to-face, customer-facing sales, whether it's retail sales, whatever it is that you do in the sales force, man, salute to you. Stay on the grind. Salute to all the truck drivers and transportation workers out there. Salute to all of y'all. Let me do this so y'all can get a good look of the kid. So, salute to y'all. Yeah, man. Happy holidays to everybody watching. Yeah, man. It was last night's game was definitely something. I don't know what. Can y'all explain to me what I was watching? Can y'all explain to me what we were watching last night? What were we watching last night? I'm not for sure. It felt like, is that for me, boss lady? Okay, hold on for a second, y'all. That was the super producer, Miss Mocha. She was making sure that I had some coffee. I had been outside earlier, chasing Benny, and so the both of us are I'm trying to get warmed up because it's a tad nippy outside. Yeah, it's a tad nippy out there. I don't know what the weather is like where you are, but where I am, 30 degrees is cold. Salute to all my people all around the world watching this live or on replay, whether you are in the Philippines, Puerto Rico, Haiti, Canada, Jamaica, the UK. Salute to all of y'all watching. Salute to Brazil, all our Brazilians that rock with us. Salute to everybody everywhere. Where I am right now, it is cold. It's 32 degrees. 30 degrees, that's cold, man. So Ms. Mocha bought some coffee. Ms. Mocha bought some coffee so we could get warmed up. Yeah, y'all. So I was gonna jump on last night, and then I just took a sick day, man. I wasn't sick. I just took I just burned through one of my Blorange Tears sick days. I'll have to talk to the human resource department, get the ghetto intellect to see how many sick days I got left for this county. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So it's been a wonderful year to be a Knicks fan, right? And I know the year is not quite over. I know the year is not quite over, but you know. So what did you guys see in last night's game that intrigued you? I don't know what I saw in last night's game that intrigued me. I felt like the Knicks versus the Nets was an episode of Tom and Jerry. I felt like the Knicks were a cat playing with a mouse. Right? That's what it felt like to me. And I had no idea. I had no idea that the Knicks were this good. I walk away from last night's game thinking the Knicks are really good. Not the Lakers game, mind you, which should have been the barometer game. No. This game. I felt the entire time from tip-off, Julius Randle was the best player on the floor. When they tried to guard him with Cam Johnson, I was like, yeah, that's a no-go. And when Julius Randle caught a home run pass from Hartenstein in transition, I felt as if this Nets team is not ready for prime time. Cam Thomas got caught napping in transition, didn't get back, and let a 250-pound power forward catch a home run pass from a center. Hartenstein threw a pass 60 feet to Randle, home run pass, and Randle got a dunk. Yo, Ricardo Torres is in the building. King Ribby is in the building. What's good? Ribby, what's good, bro? Yeah, I feel like Brooklyn is not ready for prime time. Oh, wait, let me edit this because I only have one. Okay, I didn't do it on. Okay. That's why. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now when I do this, two names should show up. Bim! There we go. Justo 11 is in the building. It's always a pleasure talking to Justo, man. Justo, keep it a stack. CW Flash is in the building. Mr. Dunris is in the building. Hey, Mr. Dun. Oh, trust me, we're going to talk about Mitch a lot. We're definitely going to talk about Mitch a lot. Mark is in the building. Mar says, "What do you think about my Celtics blowing the Kings out without Tatum?" I think I think the Celtics are good. I went on the Nets YouTube page yesterday. Big fan Breezy. I went and I told him that the Nets are not the Celtics, right? The Nets are about 3 years away from being where the Celtics are right now. Maybe. Yo, the social media mogul, antisocial, is in the building, holding down the Blorange Tears family on social media. Appreciate antisocial. And shout out to all the members of the channel. So I made a promise to myself that I wasn't gonna let a certain borough take over the thing today. I'm just only this show right here is only for the South Bronx.
Like you on the beat.
Yo, what's good?
What up, Reed? Good morning, Uncle Freezie. Morning,
What's good?
chat.
What's good? What's good, man?
How y'all guys doing?
Man, I'm Gucci, bro. Yo, that game last. Oh, let me first say, shout out to Long Island's and very own Danny Landis. Yes, Danny Landis is in the building. Danny, what's good,
Danny.
bro? I hope Danny and the family are all good. He and Lucas are all good. Shout out to them. Yeah, man. I watched that game last night, bro. I was like, yo, Brooklyn looked like first of all, during the introductions, when you are getting booed, when your home crowd is booing before the game even start, bro, y'all trash. They legit. First of all, I wasn't there at the game, but it seemed like the crowd was about 70% Knicks, 30% Nets.
Nah. Probably like 10% Nets.
Probably.
Like, yeah.
Probably. How you getting booed?
Yeah.
How you getting booed in the introductions, bro? And then the home team and their hometown announcer trying to do it mad fast too. He like at forward, Julius Randle. At forward, Ozzie Barrett. At center, Ozzie Hudson. And the crowd is cheering. Right? Yo, come on, Brooklyn. Y'all got to do better. And y'all uniforms is whack, bro. Yo, Mr. Vince is in the building. Salute to my esteemed older brother. Mr. Vince is only older than me by like 5 years, but I'm like the younger brother that be like the rock in his shoe, like the pain in his side. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mr. Vince. Mr. Vince is in the building. Yeah, man. Wayne Peterson in the building. Jay Busby, what's happening? Hope everybody got their morning beverages with them, man. I'm amped, bro.
How you felt about the game? It was good?
Man, I fell asleep during the game, man. I kept playing, man. I ain't the only exciting thing during the game was when Cam Thomas broke quickly ankles. Remember he snapped them off, but then he missed the shot.
Man.
He got quickly bad, bro. He got quickly bad, man. But he missed, bro. So it don't matter.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Shout out to East Flatbush, Red Hook, Crown Heights, Bedford Stuyvesant,
And Taj
East
is in
New
it.
York.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Brooklyn, man. Yo, you saw Taj last night?
Yeah, man.
Taj was tired as hell, boy.
Yeah. Interview is like, yeah, he is tired. Like for real.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Andre Walker in the building. What's good, man?
They saying we could get another 7 million for Mitch.
Yeah, yeah. In cap space.
Yeah.
Yeah, in exemption.
So
Yeah.
could that 7 million plus the 6 million be put together or no?
Now they applied for it. That don't mean
Okay.
necessarily mean they're gonna get it.
No, but I'm saying if they get it.
If they get it, so the 7 million is I think a prorated part of Mitchell Robinson's salary.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically it'll be like Mitch ain't on the books.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and
Yo, good
Yeah.
morning.
What's good,
So,
man?
a situation where we re-sign an old guard player
First of all, you gotta say good morning.
You gotta say, yeah, come on, man.
has gotten worse. Mitch out for the whole season because
Matt, you gonna say good morning?
oh, good morning, Freezie.
Yeah.
Morning, Remy.
Yeah,
Good morning.
As I was saying,
it's good to see you,
so
man. Yeah,
now things are in ultra damage control mode. No Mitch for the rest of the year.
yeah,
Yeah, I know.
yeah. It's an unfortunate part of it, man. But I mean, when it comes to it, man, you have to deal with injuries as they come. And Mitch generally gets hurt just about every year. So
But it's the season though. It's the difference though. I ain't gonna lie.
This is the last year of his contract, right?
No,
No, like probably 2 more years or something like that.
Mitch has like 2 more years after this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got him in the 2018 draft, right?
If I'm thinking what you about to say, as far as like trading him, I don't think trading Mitch is
draft.
nah.
Yeah. So we got him in the 2018 draft.
By now, shouldn't the contract run out? Or did we extend him at some point?
No, he was an unrestricted free agent in 2022, and we signed him to a 4-year deal.
Oh.
Yeah. So he's here, man. He's gonna be here, but yeah.
It's our defense.
Yeah. The defense,
but
the past couple of games has been all right though.
I was about to say that though. I was about to just say that. So I don't know.
I mean, I heard has stepped up. I'm not gonna lie. And now Thibodeau's gotten his head out of his ass and stopped playing Sims.
Cursing.
Sorry.
Yeah, Jericho Sims is hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, but once he recovers, will he stick Sims back in that slot? I'm hoping no.
Yeah. I'm not for sure, man. But what I am sure of though is RJ Barrett's defense looked really good last night on Mikal Bridges. So I don't know what the final number is, but it looked bad. It seemed like he was like 0 for 50 with RJ Barrett guarding him. So whatever the final number is, RJ Barrett's defense looked fantastic last night.
One thing is for certain though, Saturday and Monday, we're gonna have a tough time since it's a double header at home with the Bucks.
Right. Yeah. I don't know if you feel like that's gonna be a real detriment to the season, or is it just one of those moments that you just don't like losing to the Bucks?
Maybe both.
I'm thinking both for me too.
Exactly.
I think we're on the same page. That's the reason why I asked the question.
3.
Yeah.
But to be honest,
go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, to be honest, I think we could pull out one of the Bucks wins, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm just grateful that we only got one. That either this is the last game we play with the Bucks on Christmas, or we have one more with them.
Yeah, we these 2 games should be the last 2 games we play for the Bucks. We've played the Bucks 3 times already. Yeah. And so so we'll play them 5 games in total. Yeah. Yeah. So
As far as that game where we played against LA, where their in-season tournament title, you know what a lot of people are saying about that title for LA? They're saying that title is fake, and Kobe and Shaq would have never gone along with it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's a new. I mean,
Yeah, I you know what? My feeling on it is this: if you're a competitor,
exactly.
then play.
Facts.
Right. If you're a competitor, then play. If you're a competitor, you don't need a trophy to motivate you to motivate you. You know, have the motivation to bring out the best.
Exactly.
Right.
The problem with
Right.
players like
It's
LeBron, they need that carrot in front of their noses.
yeah. It's to me. It's like King Ribby. Have you ever seen that movie, The Karate Kid?
Yeah.
The one with Daniel San,
Yeah.
the original one.
Mm-hmm.
Right. To me, the theme of that movie was not about Daniel-san winning the tournament and Mr. Miyagi doing the clap and doing the rub and doing the fake healing on Daniel-san. We already know, like as an adult, you know that's a fake heal, right? But he was just trying to motivate Daniel-san to get over what it is that was ailing him to get out there. But it wasn't about that. It was about Daniel-san being able to defend himself on the streets against the Cobra Cowboys. Now Daniel-san can walk the streets without worrying about getting beat up by Cobra Kai, right? That's to me, that's what the Karate Kid is about, right? But the others see Daniel-san do the flamingo kick, and then the song comes on. You're the best around. You're the best. All of that stuff. Like to me, all that stuff is the side stuff, right? To me, the whole theme was Daniel-san moving to a new town, and now he's able to defend himself, right?
Yeah.
And the reason why I say that is when you take that into account, like with the in-season tournament, right? The NBA championship is so far away. The legit NBA championship is 7 months away, right? Right.
6
but
months.
6 months would be May. It'll be in June. But yeah. So the in-season tournament is the thing you get to motivate these teams that are trying to tank already. Because think about it. Teams started this season tanking. Like they didn't have motivation to do anything, right?
Detroit being the biggest example of that.
Right.
I mean, how many have they lost in a row?
Like 21 or something like
no. Yeah, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. They've lost a lot of games, man. And so when you know as an NBA fan and you know teams are tanking already in December, what if as a fan, what's your motivation for watching December basketball? But if you put an in-season tournament in the season, then now you at least have motivation to watch the season at the beginning of the season, in the middle of the season, around the All-Star game and trade deadline, and then when the playoffs start. But if you're a Detroit, a Charlotte, a San Antonio, a Washington.
Portland, Memphis.
Yeah. See, your motivation now is to watch at the beginning because these games matter in a sense.
Yeah. By the way, the Pistons have lost an even 24 straight.
And if you're a Pistons fan, I bet you are frustrated right now.
This is basically the Detroit Lions, but on the hardwood the early 2000s Detroit Lions on the hardwood.
Right.
You think they take it on purpose or no?
Yeah.
Because if I'm not mistaken,
In
they don't
my
have a first round pick this upcoming season.
Yeah, I think they are. I think they're
But for
taking
what
hard.
if they don't have a pick?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure, bro. You sure they don't have a
Unless
pick?
I'm sure they got like 2 second rounders. They don't got no first round. Unless they're gonna trade somebody to acquire that first round pick.
Let me see.
the
Because
way I
I
see
thought
it for Detroit, it's basically incompetence in the front office, an aging core, or that's killing them. Know what I mean?
yeah,
Freezie?
really yeah. Their first round pick this year, it goes to the Knicks, but it's
Yeah.
protected. So if it falls between 1 and 16, they keep it. If it falls between 17 and 30, we get it.
So that means we
Okay.
gotta finish really well this year.
No, them.
Them.
Yeah. They'll have to finish between 1 and 16. I'm sorry,
And
1 and
which they
18
not.
in order to keep it. So that's probably why they're tanking.
Mm-hmm.
Those are damn rats. So
Yeah.
that means we only get to keep our main pick until Leon Rose is dumb enough to trade it away, right?
I don't know.
Do we even have a first round pick this time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would pick.
We cannot afford to let Leon Rose trade away like a freaking idiot.
Yeah. Mets, please watch it, Mets. I don't want to have to, you know what I'm saying?
Got it.
Come on. Yeah, come on, big dog.
Sorry.
Come on. Help us get better. You can, and I know you can do it too. Hey, Paris Duggar, thank you. Hey, Paris, thank you for the generous contribution. Paris says some video, something changed Randall to play inside out. What a difference. So great to watch. Now we gotta hope that he stays this guy. Thank you for that, Paris.
True.
I agree with you. And I agree with Mets too, man. So the Knicks have their pick, the Dallas pick from the Porzingis trade.
Yeah.
They have Detroit's pick from the Alec Burks Kemba Walker trade. They have the Milwaukee Bucks pick and the Washington pick. But all four of those picks from the other teams all have protections on them. And so it'll take a Herculean effort for us to get all 5 of those first round picks this season. What's likely to happen is the Dallas pick will convey and the Knicks pick. And then the other 3 picks will probably get kicked down the road again.
I know.
Yeah.
To the seconds.
Yeah.
Let's
Man.
see. Based on with the draft lotto, Knicks would be picking 1, 2, 3.
So let's stay on that point that you just made about Leon Rose not trading away those picks. Is there something specific in mind that you'd like Leon Rose to do with those picks?
Use them and not use them as trade bait.
Okay. So you're saying drafting with those picks because initially I thought you might have been saying use those picks to trade for a star.
No, I was saying,
but you want to draft, you want to reset the rookie scale, bring in some rookies.
Right.
Okay.
To be honest though, you would probably have to leave Taj. Well, next season.
He's only here for the rest of the season.
No, I'm talking about next season. How many roster spots will we have?
Yeah. Let me do this real quick. Justo11, thank you for the generous contribution. He says, I think Mitch being out can unlock iHeart possibly. I think it has already. We got Detroit's second pick. It will be 31st. I hope it's 31st. Is projected to be between 32 and 34. Right? And Justo11 says, would you guys be interested in Lowry from Utah?
Laurie
yes.
Markkinen?
Yeah,
not really.
I am.
I would. He can play the wing, small forward.
Yeah, man.
I mean, he's what, 6'7", 6'8"?
Hell no, he nigga's 7 feet.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
easy. King
problem is,
Ribby,
here's the
relax.
problem,
King
though.
Ribby with the language.
Oh, my
Here's
fault.
the problem here's the problem. He's too big to fit the Thibodeau system. Would Thibodeau take the trade? No. That's the lone caveat. The size.
Right.
I don't think it's about the size. I think it's about the price.
Understand your coaches, anticipate how they think, and know what they want and what they don't want. And with someone that's big as marketing, that's something Thibodeau does not want.
A 7-footer that can shoot the three and score the basketball. And yeah, I understand. I understand your point because for the most part, he's got Josh Hart doing this stuff at 6'4". Right, Josh
Not
Hart.
to mention, no one's taller than 6'11" on the squad.
Yeah, and a funny thing too, they asked Randall about Josh Hart's big rebounding night, and Julius Randle said, "King Ribby, did you see it? Did you see it?" So Julius Randle was like, "Oh, he got a double. It's about time. We paying him $80 million." That's what Julius Randle said. No cap. That's what he said. Yo, it was funny, bro. It was funny, and I know he said it joking, but
serious.
Yeah, but it was funny that he said it though, because that's how a lot of New York fans think.
Oh God.
Yeah, Big L is in the building. What's good? What's good? Yeah, man. I'm gonna also say this about last night's game, man. And I know I go back and forth on this. So for the fans of the channel that rock with us and the fans of the Knicks, I know I go back and forward on this, man. But this team is so Jekyll and Hyde. Like, I'm not gonna blame them. I'm gonna say it's me. But on nights that they get a decent team, you see a decent team get thumped by the Knicks, right? But on nights that we play great teams, you see us look like minced meat against great teams.
Yeah, teams like Milwaukee, Boston.
Yeah. You can tell that we don't have enough. We don't have enough for those teams. Yeah. But
against those kinds of teams, we've crumbled.
Yeah. Yeah. But the thing about it is outside of the Utah game that we lost, for the most part, teams look like, we'll destroy a mediocre team. Right. And to be quite frank, the Lakers game that we won, we probably should have blown out the Lakers too.
Yeah.
It's one of those deals where our shots wasn't going and we still had enough to beat the Lakers. So where do we go from here? Well, we have Milwaukee Saturday and we have Milwaukee Monday on Christmas Day.
And then we go to Oklahoma City.
Yeah. So,
and that Thunder team this year is legit. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I mean, only 2.5 out of the lead in the Midwest behind Minnesota, who no one saw this kind of performance coming out of the box.
No. Nobody saw Minnesota being this good. And that's one of the reasons why we felt like a rebuild doesn't take forever. Because when Leon Rose got here, Minnesota had the number 1 pick. Now, almost 4 years later, they're the best team or one of the best teams in the Western Conference. The Oklahoma City Thunder were bad, and now they're one of the best teams in the Western Conference.
Denver Nuggets, a hit-and-miss squad. Now they're the defending champions.
Yep. Sacramento was good. Indianapolis, Indiana, they're okay. It's one of those things, where you're asking, when is it going to be our turn? Now, I'm not gonna poo-poo what happened last night. right? Because last night we looked like the far superior franchise. When your starters are getting booed at home and the visiting team is getting cheered, I mean, they were legit trying to hurry up through the at forward, RJ Barrett. At forward, Julius Randle. At guard, at guard, Jalen Brunson. And then people were cheering.
That was their
Ah,
first time winning in
yeah!
Brooklyn since when?
I don't know. Ooh, it's been, not sure.
Oh, 2019. Weird.
Yeah.
Before the KD era.
And just before the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
Or rather, the scamdemic, but I won't get into that.
Yeah. So, Justo, thank you for the generous contribution. Justo says, imagine a lineup of JB, RJ, Lowry, Randall, iHeart would be a terror for the league. Pay the price.
The only trade-off is we have to move Randall down from power forward to shoot the small forward.
Why?
To make room for Lowry at the power spot.
But Lowry's officially is a small forward. He's played small forward.
Yeah.
But he's big enough to be a power forward.
But he's played small forward.
Yeah. I don't know if it'll be an ideal fit, but I think they could make it work. I think they can make that work where RJ, Lowry, and Randall, all big jumbo wings, could make it work. Right. Because and honestly, I don't think Tom Thibodeau runs a system where he runs stuff for a small forward or a shooting guard. It's mostly Jalen Brunson and wing scorers. Julius Randle usually catches the ball on the wing, not in the post. He operates off the wing, driving to the basket, things of that sort. I don't know. Do we really need to make changes? Or should we lock in with what we have and try to get better? Try to establish even more rapport with what we have.
I say lock and try to establish.
Okay.
Though knowing Ribby, he'd probably say the opposite.
I mean, yeah and no, because one, the league has got better.
Okay.
And only thing we have done is added Dante. So
we added Taj.
He don't count. And then Mitch is going for the rest of the season, so we have to do something. I'm not saying like drastic improvement, but something at least, because first, to be honest, I'm not being funny, but Taj is not playing those no, I can't say Taj playing center.
But if you get Lauri Markkanen though.
No, I'm saying if they do that, then that's perfect. We good.
Right. If you get Lauri Markkanen, you can give Lauri Markkanen minutes at center, power forward, and small forward. You don't necessarily have to be locked into a place of. You don't have to be not flexible, rigid, stiff, 10-man. You don't have to be that. You can be, you can be flexible with the lineups that you throw out, and at a time where your starting center is out for the season, it does give you endless possibilities if you have imagination. But right now, based on what I saw against Brooklyn, I don't know if let me say this. I feel like the way this team is playing, it's buying time for the front office to make that move. Right? I don't think we're desperate, but I do think we need to make a move. But at the same time, the more this team plays and gets on the same page, the more it gives the front office time to find the perfect move.
Yeah, I agree.
True.
And Nick G 2K1, that's our guy. Salute to Nick G. Right? Nick G says, or he asked, what are you giving up for Laurie? I'm not sure. I'm giving up those protected picks, man. The Dallas pick, the Washington pick, the Detroit
All
pick,
of
the
them.
Milwaukee pick.
How the Dallas pick stays?
Yeah. I mean, I don't.
Get rid of the Milwaukee, Detroit, and the other pick, but keep the Dallas one.
That's if it's enough. I mean, I understand you prioritizing the picks and such, but if they ask for, if they say it's a no go without that one, I wouldn't be.
Yeah.
I wouldn't let it stop me from doing a deal for Laurie. You know, I mean,
yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I'll be happy with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like this team is coming together some. I feel like the team is coming together. I do feel like the front office has to do something. But I don't know what that thing is. Those possibilities are. I think some windows have closed. At the same time, generally what that means is other windows will open at some point. But right now you can't fault Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, and those guys. To me, Julius Randle is the best player on the team. And in my mind, no knock on Jalen Brunson. I think they're like one A, one and 1A2. Right. I think it's about the slimmest of margins that Randall is the best player. But yeah, right now Randall's balling, man. Right now Randall looks like a mismatch for most. Last night they tried to double him with Nick Claxton and Cam Johnson, and he just powered through both of them. Both of those dudes
Too
are like,
small.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
It was 250.
Right.
Power forward, that's 250.
Yeah. King Ribby, how do you feel about the Bucks game Saturday?
It's a home game or away?
Home. Both of them are home games.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we playing home.
Yeah.
Oh.
One's on Christmas.
Since we're gonna be busy with our families, no way you're gonna be able to call the game, Uncle Freezie, correct?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not doing that.
Didn't think so.
I'm not even doing the game Saturday.
And I can't get the game anyway since it's gonna be on ESPN and not ABC.
Right.
So I can't do it.
Right.
So
Paris, thank you for the generous contribution. Paris says Randall is the best talent. Brunson is the best player, in his opinion. Yeah.
Everybody got different opinions.
So what you thinking, man? King, please.
No,
King,
I was gonna. No, listen. I was gonna say. I think we're gonna win. Yeah, for sure we're gonna win, but I think I'm not too sure about the Christmas game.
Okay.
So
I don't know.
1-1.
I don't know if we can win either of them. It depends on if a certain particular bug bites the Bucks. I'm not talking about a flu bug. I'm talking about an injury one. So where Giannis, Brook Lowe, Belo, and a few others and Dame are sufficiently crippled enough to where we could beat them.
I'm gonna say this to that also. Right. If we beat the Bucks these next two games, the Knicks would be 18-11, and the Bucks would be 20-9. So we're 4 games back of the Bucks. So we could legit cut that lead in half and maybe even possibly leapfrog the Philadelphia 76ers into third place.
Not to cut you off. How do you feel like we're gonna how about not to cut you off. How you feel about the Bucks games, the two Bucks games? You think we're gonna win or we're gonna lose?
I'm not sure. And listen, and the reason it's not an Uncle Freezie thing. Like I'm not nervous saying one way or the other. It's
So
as simple as you don't know which Knicks team is going to show up.
That's the other point.
yeah, you're right.
Right? You don't know. We don't know which Knicks team is going to show up. Right? Is because think about this. What if the same Randall that showed up against the Bucks in the previous iterations, the beast that had Giannis complaining to the refs, he too physical. Giannis, you 6'11", 260, bro. You talking about Randall? You crying to the refs over
And
Randall?
Giannis 7 feet.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
seriously,
like
guys. You're the
it's like
Greek for Pete's sake. Why you want like a baby back? You know what?
yeah, it's like, yo, how is the Incredible Hulk complaining about Captain America? He won't quit. Get the Hulk is like, that's like saying the Hulk, the Captain America just won't quit. He won't give up. And then Cap is like, I can do this all day. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? But the thing about that is not the Randall part. Is Brunson and Brunson and RJ gonna show up?
Imagine imagine Giannis being stuck with the Bucks team all in the elevator and saying it's too full. Take the stairs. And he's like, take the stairs. Take the stairs. I hate the stairs.
Take the stairs. Like a baby.
So many stairs. And then he just jumps down the stairwell and then just screams, "No stairs!"
Like a 900-pound adolescent monster.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, it's crazy, man. So, but yeah, the thing is with Giannis, and I'm not knocking Brunson. I'm saying it depends. It depends on which Knicks team shows up. Now, if the 50-point Brunson shows up and the 45-point Randall shows up, I like our chances. And not saying that they have to score those amount of points. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if those guys show up, then okay. I like our chances, right? But
Okay.
But if they don't show up, then 146 to 120 will be the outcome again. And remember, Randall, the last game, Randall was 41 points on 19 shots, bro.
But what killed the Knicks was their inability to guard the threes.
Yeah.
And what are the odds that who's coaching the Bucks? Budenholzer?
Adrian Griffin.
Oh, Adrian Griffin exploits that weakness again, and Tibbs doesn't adapt. Quite likely.
Right.
Know what I mean?
Right.
To be honest, I thought some of our players, in my opinion.
Yeah, RJ started off cold. I mean, RJ started off hot, and then he got ice cold.
Yeah, like.
I mean, seriously, Tibbs has got to realize they're just going to spam threes. Guard those at any and all costs.
Right. And so the defense has looked better. Right. So the defense the last two games has looked better. And the adjustment that was made since then is Dante DiVincenzo is a starter and Quentin Grimes is not.
You said the defense looked better?
Yeah, the last two games definitely look better. The Smoking Nick is in the building. Darren Minor is in the building. I'm to keep it a stack with y'all know I'm an optimistic Knicks fan. I'm the person that said we were going to win 60 games this season. I said it all summer, right? So you guys know that I'm optimistic about the team. I'm also a realist though, and so I can't quantify what it is that I'm looking at.
I lean more to being a realistic. I mean, last year I said they were going to win 48. They got 47. This year I'm sticking to 48.
So being a realist, Freezie, the 60 is it's a no go now.
No, I didn't say that.
So it's still a go.
Yeah, I never changed that. I never said the Knicks
Okay.
weren't going to win 60. No, what I'm saying is I'm an optimist, and y'all know it. That's the reason why I said 60 games. But me being a realist, I'm telling you that what I'm looking at in this moment, right? Not looking ahead to January, February, March, April. What we're looking at in this moment, you can't really tell what it is that you're looking at because it's not we're not getting a level of consistency on a nightly basis from everybody on the roster. And now that we have a major injury, so now that we have a major injury, we have to recalibrate what it is that we're looking at because the play style is different.
I agree.
27th, we're in Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
29th, we're in Orlando.
Yeah.
Then we come home for New Year's Day against Minnesota.
Yeah, man. So yeah. And to be honest with you, if we're just gonna point out some stuff, I think our backup point guard play is inconsistent. And I hate to say it like that, because y'all know how I love Quickly, right? Everybody knows how much I love Emmanuel Quickly. But our backup point guard play off the bench has been up and down. And quite frankly, we don't say anything about it because we've seen 3 years of it. And so I think we've gotten used to what it is that we're seeing, as opposed to thinking that we should have a higher level of point guard play off the bench. Parrish, thank you for the contribution. Parrish says being so obsessed isn't fair to the team process. Being so obsessed isn't fair to the team's process. I don't know what that means. Being so obsessed. So who is being so obsessed, and obsessed about what? That way we can understand what fair to the team's process. Like, which team process?
I guess you mean like being obsessed with like the the team and stuff like that, like what the team is doing.
Yeah, it's sports, bro. It's sports. That's what they play for. They play for fans. They play for fans. It's twofold. It's for the fans, and it's business. And what they want is the fans to spend money. So the obsession for they play so fans can go in their pocket and spend money and root them on and support them. Yeah. I mean, that's my opinion. Now, if I'm wrong, they can just go play in empty gyms.
This is what many of them did during the scamdemic.
Yeah. So
Now, to be honest, I think this team got something up his sleeve.
I don't know. I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking that we have to be patient with Jalen Brunson. This is Jalen Brunson's second year as the lead guard of his own team, and he's 27. So we have to give him some time to make adjustments to being the main guy.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, we are in a desperate situation where we want to not be mediocre or a man in the middle. We want to accomplish something. And And on top of all that, um, you know, as fans, you try to be as patient as you can on certain things, but at some point, when your team hadn't won a championship in 50 years, it's beyond patient. When you're talking about three generations of Knicks fans, yeah, you're beyond patient. You know, if you're 55 and your son is 35 and your grandson is 15 and none of y'all have a championship, then you can't tell people to be patient. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
Like think about it. If your pops is 50 and you are 30 and your oldest son is 10 and none of y'all have seen the Knicks win a championship, then the whole be patient thing and kind of, but this is not a front office conversation. This is a how good is this team conversation. King Ribby, how good do you think this team is?
I mean, now
Yeah.
it's really deep. I mean, on a scale through 1 through 10, probably like a good 7, 7.5. It's just minor adjustments we need to make. In my opinion, I just, I know I'm gonna get mad flack, but I just wish we should never sign Josh Hart. To be honest, I think we should have like signed either a real a good shooting guard or like a real solid small forward
Okay.
to alleviate the Josh Hart. But I get the Villanova. I guess they had to all bring them in to so. But
Right.
other than that, I'm fairly like I'm pleased. I just wish minor tweaks could be made. But other than that, I'm good.
Okay. Okay. The Smoking Nick, thank you for the generous contribution. The Smoking Nick says, "Stop crying." And Paris says, um, 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 "Thank you for the generous contribution." Paris says, "Not just here, all podcasts sound dissatisfied." Yeah, yeah. You know what? There's something to be said about thinking like when and I'm gonna say I don't mean this in a disrespectful way. I mean I'm saying this, I'm gonna be genuine with it. When one person is talking about everybody else has a problem, usually that person is the one that has the problem. Like when one person thinks they're the smartest person in the room, generally they're not. Right? It's just I've been told that by a lot of people smarter than myself. Always be careful of the person that thinks they're the smartest person in the room. You know what I'm saying? Generally, when people have concerns and it's the masses, then generally where there's smoke, there's fire. So I'm just gonna I'll say that to Knicks fans. Um, and I agree with the smoking Nick. The Knicks are a fifth place team, so we should be satisfied with being in fifth place. I think that's what the smoking Nick is saying. The Knicks are a fifth place team, and we should just stop crying about the Knicks being in fifth place and just be satisfied with it.
In regards to what they were saying about how not just our podcast, but every podcast, no matter what team or league or association is dissatisfied, they're not wrong. Yesterday, I hopped onto the Rob Star Report, which is basically a Panther-themed podcast, and basically got on the team's case alongside the guy who runs it, and then we just basically went over who's Carolina going to get as a coach. You know what I mean? When this year's up.
Yeah.
I mean, at least your Bears have a bit of a safety net,
Right.
Freezie.
Right. Yeah. The thing about that team and this team is I think you're dealing with the same type personality in terms of ownership.
Yeah, hedge better.
Yeah, because James Dolan was this way in the very beginning. Also, when he first took over as the chairman of MSG and the Knicks, and things like that. So,
despite the fact his family was more interested in hockey.
Yeah. The Smoking Nick is in the building. Smoke, what's good, bro?
What's good, man? I'm driving to work and shit. Oh, excuse my friends. I'm driving to work, so pardon the background noise. I just wanted to say, man, why can we never be satisfied? I get Orlando's in front of us right now, time being, but we acting like this is some permanent thing. We acting like the season over, man. I can't stand Knicks fans. Why are you never satisfied? It's Christmas coming, bro. We supposed to be full of jeer. Why is we always so hateful, all this darkness in our heart, man? Y'all need love. Y'all need hugs, man, and kisses, man. I just wanted to come drop that on y'all real quick before I get out y'all way and step aside, man. Man, spread love, not fear, man. That's all I'm saying, man. I'm out, man. I love you, Freezie, man. You have a good one, man. Merry Christmas and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Hey, Merry Christmas,
man.
Good to hear from you. Yeah, man.
1,000. Have a good day.
Yeah, man. No doubt. No doubt. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not for sure, man. I don't know if it's that. I think it's a situation where you can't just say this one year is indicative. Like people like you don't erase your memory bank after every season.
Yeah,
That's why
I agree.
for when a lot of us have baggage because the Knicks put the baggage there. Right? A lot of us have baggage because, wouldn't the whole tone of this would be different if we could talk about how the Knicks won the championship the summer of 2023. The whole tenor of everything would be different, right? Of course it would be.
You mean the Summer League title?
No, the NBA championship.
Oh.
If the Knicks had won a championship this past summer, then these conversations that we're having right now would be different. The tenor of them would be different because there would be less of the baggage to talk about and more positive stuff for us to talk about.
I mean, seriously, when you consider, is it just me or are current era Knicks fans becoming more like those longtime Cubs fans after the 1908 title?
Yes. Oh, you know what? I'm glad you made that's a great example. But I think a different example would be like Red Sox fans before they won the title. How they used to boo Bill Buckner every time they saw him because he was out there on 2 sprained ankles and a bad back and a ball went between his legs, and they thought he should have somehow
scoop that ball up, run the first, and got out to win the game.
He gotten the fastest dude on the Mets roster. Bill Buckner was supposed to catch that ball and beat the fastest man on the Mets roster to first base.
Who was that? Mookie
Wilson. Yeah. So I get it. Some of it is unreasonable, but at the same time,
I still say the Cub one has a lot more validity, considering it took them over a century to win the title,
right?
And over 70 years just to get back to the World Series over a stupid was put on a bar hop because they wouldn't let his goat in at Wrigley Field.
Right. And they were mad at Bartman for the foul ball. That's what I mean. That, like, those examples
Bartman
right there.
foul
Those
ball?
examples.
I don't get it.
Yeah. They were
I don't
mad
get that
at
one. Never
Bartman.
heard
They
the
legit, the man had to move out of his house because Cubs fans were just
Oh, the
unreasonably
2003
mean
league
to him.
championship, right?
Yeah.
But they were threatening him?
Yeah.
That was the
Yeah.
That was the 03 league title, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I remember.
They were calling the radio station looking for, they were calling the radio station like saying, be on the lookout for any man with a Cubs hat and a green turtleneck. Right? I mean, come on. I mean, it's ridiculous, bro. I mean, it's ridiculous. Bro, you couldn't wear a green turtleneck in Chicago?
To be
I mean,
fair, I
come on.
wouldn't have minded a cursed World Series in 03 between Chicago and Boston.
Yeah.
Instead, we got New York versus Florida, and the Yankees took the Marlins too lightly, and it blew up in their feet. And then Miami had to blow the whole team up again.
Yeah.
Because of how much of a cheapskate their owner was.
Yeah. And salute to Hotline Bling. Hotline Bling says, I'm late. I need your thoughts on the Mitchell Robinson news. I'm gonna get to that. Let me first salute my blood brother, Jay Boogie. Jay Boogie, thank you for the generous contribution. Jay Boogie says, good morning, blessings, health, happiness. Shout out to the chat and the panel. TSK on a rant. Nobody's seen him in 2 years. And he gone another 2 years. Them. Yeah, man.
Salute J Boogie.
Salute J Boogie. Yeah. The Mitchell Robinson thing is sad because we watch a kid like that. To be honest with you, of all the men on the team, right? I think Mitchell Robinson is the most earnest, the most sincere, the most likable, everyday purist, right? Like he legit moved his basketball coach in with him.
That was a
after
fact.
after his coach's wife died, and he didn't want the old man to live alone, so he moved him up to the city. Mitchell Robinson has been out of high school for 7 years.
Was this he did this for Thibodeau?
No, this is
for himself.
No, his high school coach.
Oh.
Yeah, his high school coach. He moved his high school coach in with him. But he didn't tell anybody. The Knicks found out on their own. Mitchell Robinson, he didn't brag. He didn't brag about stuff like this. He just didn't.
I like that about him. I respect that.
Yeah, man. So
one clickbait.
Yeah, that man, he didn't want to be out there like. And then when he got hurt, the IG post that has been since taken down, when you read it, bro, it almost like bring tears to your eyes, like for the dudes that are, you know, I mean, I consider myself to be over macho for some reason, right? Like I don't even drink hot chocolate, bro. I drink coffee. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hockey fan, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I used to box in the military, you know, all this. So I'm like overly macho, man. But to see that dude put a post out there, the dude was like, King Ribby, the dude was like, man, you come from a place, man, and you work so hard to get here. And every time you think you about to reach a potential, you get hurt. You know what I'm saying? And then you get hurt because you giving it all for your team. Sometimes it just make you think, should you just be selfish and not play for the team, but play for yourself? But you can't because you're a team player.
He said that?
Yeah, Mitch put that on IG. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm paraphrasing what he said, but that's what he said. You know what I'm saying? You come from a place, you work so hard to get here. You work so hard to be an NBA player. And then every time you be about to turn the corner, reach your full potential, you get hurt. Right. And then you think like, should I just play and be selfish, or should I just, you know what I'm saying, play for the team, but I can't because I'm a team player. It make you like, yo, this dude, bro, you can't help but just root for him, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm paraphrasing what he said, but that's what he said. Yeah. You know.
Nah,
Yeah, man.
Daylight
Yeah,
Cruz is you can go wild out.
yeah, man. I
You
just
bugging.
hope I just hope that man just, you know what I'm saying? You know, I just wish the best for him because the dude of all the young Knicks that we had, he's the one that you felt like since day one when you got him that he didn't come from, like, his father never played in the NFL or played at a big time college program like Kevin Knox. See, I heard Kevin Knox's name. Kevin Knox used to play receiver for Florida State. He used to catch passes from Charlie Ward. Kevin Knox used to play for the Arizona Cardinals, and then he had a son, Kevin Knox II, right? R.J. Barrett come from basketball. His pops played for Team Canada, used to play with Steve Nash. His pops and Steve Nash are best friends, right? Even Quentin Grimes. Quentin Grimes' mom has two sons, right, playing professional sports. One son is a professional hockey player, and the other one is a professional basketball player, right? Emmanuel Quickly's mom was an elite college basketball player. She groomed her son since day one to be a basketball player. But when you hear Mitch's story, Mitch don't have none of that stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I and shout out to Mitch, I hope Mitch is watching, bro. Mitch, we appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So Mitch, if you watching this or your people watching this or whatever, however you get this message, bro, we appreciate you, man. Right? Like, don't get it twisted. Just because we complain after a win or a loss or both, we'll complain either way. Bro, we appreciate the Deuce McBrides, the Mitchell Robinsons, man. We appreciate them guys, man. Shout out to Deuce, man. Friend of the channel. You know what I'm saying? I know sometimes as the fans get caught up in sports so much that we overlook the little stuff. But that's what sports is for. Sports is so you can escape from real life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a lot of us, man, we out here working, grinding. You know, sometimes our bosses can be jerks. Sometimes you have stuff happen at the house. And that's the reason why we watch sports, to escape real life so that we can watch guys play a game. That's what it is. Sports is a game, bro. Yeah. Kerry Cox says, which center should we pick up, bro? I have one in mind. Sherwin says Mitch parents was not in high school when he was born. His pops is like 40. His mom's I know. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I think his pops is like 42. I think they had Mitch when they were 17. I think they had Mitch when they was like 16, 17 years old. Yeah. Yeah, man. But I have a name that Sherwin might like. It's a name. It's a ball player named Kai Jones. Hey, Miss Mocha, I mentioned another person from the Bahamas. So I might get a hug later on because I mentioned another player from the Bahamas. Shout out to the Bahamas. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Bahamas. But yeah, I really like Kai Jones, y'all. I ain't gonna lie.
But I forgot something. Something happened to him, something like that, right?
Yeah. Charlotte happened to him, bro.
Yeah, so I know for a fact the New York Knicks is not going to sign him. That's the sad part.
If they don't, then it wouldn't surprise me, right?
Risk averse.
But at the same time, in order to get over, nah, man, no, that dude ain't on drugs, man. He just had a meltdown, bro. He not on drugs. Yeah, nah, man. Nah, that dude ain't on drugs like that.
Yeah.
That dude had a meltdown, and then too,
he took perks. Oh,
Could be
but
worse.
he took perks on Insta Live. He's done.
but the thing about it is this: you don't know if those were prescribed or not.
Right.
It's not like this dude bought dirty drugs off the street. He's a professional athlete.
I mean, it could be worse. I mean, if you're gonna ask me how, it could be Eliza Pritchett.
Who?
Lineman for Alabama. He's been arrested for knowingly spreading an STD through the locker room.
Oh my god!
What the hell?
Oh, yeah. We don't. Yeah, no, we ain't. Yeah. But here's the thing. Charlotte is a mess, bro.
True.
Charlotte, yeah, Charlotte is if we're talking about mental breakdowns and dudes going, man, the Charlotte Hornets organization with Michael Jordan have been a mess.
They've been a mess ever since he acquired them in 2014.
Yep. He
They've only had like one or two legitimately good playoff seasons. Their best season since coming back was like the 15-16 season.
Right. The Kemba year.
48 games that year?
Yeah.
You see what Sherwin said, Freezie? From what I was reading, Mitch's mom was 13 when he was born.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, well, I'm not gonna say that. What I'm gonna say is I hadn't seen that. So, yeah. What I would say is the Kai Jones thing. I don't have all the details, so I don't want to spread erroneous information.
Yeah.
What I would say though is you'd be surprised how many professional athletes get prescribed Percocet.
Exactly.
You know. Yeah. So I would say just the thing with Kai Jones, man, everybody, sometimes, man, listen, we all go through stuff, man, and sometimes everybody needs help. I'm not going to get into the details with his stuff, but if he's sound enough to play, then I wouldn't mind having him. If he needs some help with some stuff, then let him go get the help with some stuff, and then basketball shouldn't be his priority. Right. That's what I'm gonna say to that, man. And I'm not saying that as a YouTuber. I'm saying that as a person in the human race. Right. If he's got an issue that he needs to go ahead and that he needs help with, he needs to go get help, and then worry about sports later.
Mm-hmm.
So
I agree.
Yeah, man. I don't know if Tom Thibodeau is gonna be up for a conventional center to fill the void of Mitchell Robinson. But I tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised at.
But
I wouldn't be surprised if the Knicks brought back Nerlens Noel.
Oh my God!
Oh God! Another glass cannon.
You know what I'm saying? So, and you know what? And but here's the thing. Here's the reason why I wouldn't be surprised, right?
You see the chat.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, right? Especially since the Knicks brought back Taj Gibson.
Again, a move done to limit damage control.
Right. Yeah. I would say this.
That's all that move was to me. Signing him for the rest of the year, just a means to an end of limiting damage control from the Mitch injury.
Right.
Yeah. And now it's in full effect. Taj is the definition of damage control limitation.
Right. Yeah. And last night Taj was out of gas bad. Taj ran up and down the floor 4 times. He was like, Tibbs. I chased, no lie. Benny got loose this morning, and it was about 25 degrees outside, bro. And we were outside looking for Benny, and I was flagging Tibbs also. Tibbs. Yo. Yeah, man. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Nerlens Noel got the call, bro. He knows Tom Thibodeau's system. And when Mitch was out for the year 3 years ago, you know who our starting center was?
I know.
Nerlens Noel. You know, and if you and here's the thing, if you can bring in Jalen Brunson's guys, how come you can't bring in Julius Randle guys? Are we gonna be that hypocritical?
Damn. Why we can't bring in the fresh center,
Why you can't bring in like a 22-year-old bouncy athlete that want to dunk on everybody?
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like
one that can shoot the 3, one that can get hot and get you 15 points and 15 rebounds. Yeah, those dudes aren't out there, bro.
Yeah. No, but to be honest though, I would call Chicago. I'm not even gonna lie.
What? About Vucevic?
No.
About Andre Drummond?
Yeah. He's only making $3 million.
Oh man. Does he play defense?
Somewhat.
Man, that dude's gonna get you if he starts.
No,
right,
he's not gonna start.
So you're gonna start Hartenstein?
Yeah, put him on the second unit.
Oh,
he probably averaged like 6 points and probably like 9 rebounds.
Right.
2 blocks. I'm great with that.
You know, hey man. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. That's. But what do you say to Nick? What do you say? Okay. All right.
No, I heard a little bit what you about to say, and I think I caught the voice and the person you about to say. I think I heard. I know you about to say Nathan Knight.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I would have loved. I love Nate Knight, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. What? JJ in the building. JJ, listen, we gotta fire John Stearns, bro. We gotta fire him because we didn't get Ohtani. We may not get Yamamoto. Come on, bro. We letting the Dodgers get stacked up, bro.
I'm gonna be blunt about that, Freezie. Even with someone like Stearns at the helm, there was no way we're gonna get Ohtani. Epler screwed the pooch with his constant attempts at people pleasing, failing to pull the trigger at certain draft points, the fire sale, and sweeping the incompetence of Showalter under the rug last year.
Right.
Instead of confronting with it and threatening his job security, which is what I would have done if I was in Epler's shoes.
Right.
Fix what you broke or you're gone. Now they're both gone, and we got to deal with a Yankee leftover as our manager and someone from Milwaukee who's more of a overkill micromanager or at the helm.
Right. Right.
I feel more sorry for Shohei because he's going to a team from a team in the Angels who screwed him over because of their owner, Art Moreno, being such a dimwit.
Right.
To a team whose manager is an overkill micromanager who's overkill with micromanagement come postseason time in Davy Roberts.
Right. Right. Yeah.
And the fact that they're stuck with him with a 10-year, $700 million contract is ridiculous. Sure, the Dodgers can pay it,
Right.
but once Ohtani's injuries and chip damage pile up because he bounces between being DH and a pitcher,
right.
Was it worth it in the end? In my view, no.
Right. Right. I'll tell you this though. If we're talking strictly Mets, right? What I'm gonna say is he had the opportunity. They had the opportunity last year to make a couple of trades, and they didn't. When they didn't trade for the Pittsburgh Pirates outfielder, the Brian whatever his name is, Brian Reynolds. Yeah, when the Pirates were asking them for 2 young prospects, and they kept Ronnie Mauricio and Mark Vientos, like, nah, we're not gonna do that. Then I think that put me in a space of, really, you didn't go get Reynolds because you want to keep Vientos and Ronnie Mauricio, and now in the trades of Scherzer and Verlander, you wind up getting guys that play the same position as Mauricio and Vientos, and now you have
now you're trying to get Justin Turner back.
And they're bringing a 40-year-old DH that can't play third or second base anymore. Right, and he's only thing he's going to be for us is Eduardo Escobar, basically.
You mean Turner, right?
Yeah, because you're not going to play him at third base over Brett Beatty, right? And then so that means he's going to be strictly or mostly DH, and that means with Pete Alonso on first, Mark Vientos won't get any at bats.
And then again, the Mets have, pardon my mouth, sucked in years that end on a 4.
Right.
And look at the pattern. Every year that ends on a 4, what's happened to this team? Losing record.
Right.
I mean, winning record maybe in 84, but they didn't get to the postseason, right?
No. Yeah, you're talking about, well, but here's the thing. What I'm getting at is, if you're John Stearns and you don't get Shohei, who's probably not coming here anyway, then do you make a play for Mike Trout?
I doubt it. Unless he gets so fed up with Art Moreno to where he punches him in the face and says, you know what? Screw you guys. I'm going somewhere else.
Yeah. That you sounded like Cartman a little bit right there.
Oh, I can do a perfect one of that. You guys, I'm going home.
Cartman is my dude, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Cartman is my guy, man. Yeah.
Cartman is your spirit animal, right?
Yeah, Cartman is my spirit cartoon. If he was a human, he'd be my spirit human, right? So yeah, but with the Bucks coming up this weekend and Monday, I guess, I'm kind of in that place where I don't think I'll be disappointed if we lose, depending on how we lose. Yeah. Right, because I know there'll be life after the Milwaukee Bucks. And in the grand scheme of things, if we lose twice to the Bucks, so what? We'll have about 50, I don't know, about 50 something games left. So it won't be the end of the world. My thing is, I just want to beat the
55.
Bucks.
No, 53. Well, 53 left.
53, yeah. But can we beat the Bucks? What team loses to a team 5 times in 1 year and may meet them in the playoffs also?
None, because as far as I know, most of the cases with the NBA, you don't play a certain team in your conference more than 4 times.
Right. Right. Yeah, JJ. I see you, bro. We gotta go get a left-handed power hitter to sit in between um Lindor and Pete Alonso. And we have to trade Starling Marte, man. We got to get him out of here. You know what I'm saying? We got to get that money. We got to get that money off the books, man. We got to get Marte out of here. Don is in the building.
You're saying that due to the injuries, right?
Yeah, I think he's diminished also, though.
We also need to get Vogel back out.
He's gone. He's not. They non-tendered him, and I'm glad. Bronx kicks for life is in the building. I wouldn't be surprised if we get swept by the Bucks, but I would really want to win one or two of those games, man.
So you're hoping for a split?
They already beat us, so
yeah. Let me clearly define my parameters. Then I'm hoping to win both. Right. I'm wishful that that we'll win one. The one I'd prefer to win is Christmas Day in front of a nationally televised audience. Right. But if we lose both, I wouldn't be surprised or sad, as a matter of fact, because I understand that there's going to be life outside of the schedule is going to continue if we lose both games to Milwaukee Bucks. We'll still play basketball after that. Now, my thing, though, is when I talk to the Milwaukee Bucks fans on YouTube, they'll be bragging that they beat us 5 times in 3 months, which is ridiculous. You know what I mean? So Jerry Fitz is in the building. Fitz was good. That's where my frustration is. You know, Jerry Fitz put something in the chat. Let me grab what Jerry Fitz says. He says Knicks have played 7 more road games and home games, and we are 7-3 at home. Beat Bucks twice. Not feel bad if we lose both. Who are you, and what have you done with our Uncle Freezie? Yeah. No, man. I'm listen, man. Hey, man. Like I was telling Mets earlier, I'm optimistic, bro. Sincerely, that's just who I am as a person. But I'm a realist in the moment. Like in the moment, I'm a realist. Like I like to use the expression, I am where my feet are. Right? One step at a time. I am where my feet are. But overall, though, I'm an optimist, right? But realistically, they have a Giannis and we don't. Realistically, they have a Damian Lillard and we don't.
They have
a and coming into the season, I'm the person that said I circled the Milwaukee Bucks as a team that we should beat. And when we faced them, they punched me in my face and made me realize that we're not ready. Right? We don't have a Giannis. Randall on his best day. Randall outplayed Giannis the last time we played, and we still lost by 20-something.
But again, that's due to defensive inadaptability and lack of guarding the 3. And that was the last games Quentin Grimes started, right?
I think so. Yeah. Is Parrish still here? Yeah, hey, did Parrish? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. I hadn't seen a comment from Parrish. I was okay. So Parrish says we have a Brunson and they don't. I agree. Right. Hey, Parrish, but here's my thing, right? Can we get Brunson and Randall to show up at the same time? And I don't mean at the same game. I mean, can we get them to use their superpowers at the same time? Come out in the first quarter.
I think they did.
Both of them could. Nah, they did not. In the last game, Brunson came out ice cold, and he padded stats late in the game.
Oh.
When you go back and look at his numbers look like he had a good game, right? He got those stats when the game was already out of hand.
Hold on, you talking about the Milwaukee game?
Yes.
Oh.
Remember, RJ and Randall were hot at first. And then Tibbs took RJ out and cooled them off. And when RJ came back, he was cold. But Randall was balling the entire time. Yeah. So, it's one of those things, man, where if we can get Brunson and Randall to hoop at the exact same time, I think the team is dangerous.
Yeah.
The only thing is, how often do we get Brunson and Randall hooping at the same time? Just Nick in the building, De La Cruz in the building. Bobby, what's good, man? Yo, Bobby Santiago. That sounds like a artist name, right? Yo, put your hands together for the smooth sounds of Bobby Santiago. You know what I'm saying? Don't that sound like a smooth that sound like a smooth artist name, right?
Yeah.
Like, girl, put your good clothes on, man. I got 2 tickets to see Bobby Santiago.
For real?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Bobby Santiago. That's a smooth name right there, man. Yep. And Bobby's like this. Hey, salute.
They said
Bobby,
that's my real name.
Yeah. Girl, put your good clothes on. I got 2 tickets to see Bobby Santiago. Yeah, man. Bobby Santiago is the 7th member of New Edition. Yeah, man. Jay Boogie says, Hartenstein is leaving, y'all. He's not going to be in next year. Starting the rest of the season, his stock is about to go way up. That money coming in for him, get ready. Yep. If Hartenstein starts the rest of the season, somebody's going to want to pay him starter money. He'll be starting for Hartenstein to be starting for the Brooklyn Nets next year, bro.
How they got Claxton?
He ain't no center, bro. You ain't watched the game last night?
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, he ain't no center, bro. Claxton ain't no center. He ain't no. You ain't see how our power forward. He a center. Our power forward bullied him around, bro.
All right, that's Julius Randle. Like, come on.
Did you see the RJ
Claxton
put him in
like
the blender?
220.
Did you see RJ put him in the blender? Pump fake, bodied him, pump fake, spin, pivot, and shot the fadeaway over him. That dude, he's straw man for real, bro.
He's 220. Of course he is. Like, he Obi size.
Yeah, man. JJ says Cardoza in the building 2 times. Much love. And LI1 says, what? Hartenstein is going to be nothing but a poster boy over the next 3 months. His stock is going to send him to China. He can't stop a runny nose. I don't know, bro. Teams are after dudes like that, bro. Hey, hold on, folks. I'm gonna be right back, okay?
All right. All right, so
yeah, man.
Knicks. Oh, go ahead.
Now go ahead, boss. You think, man?
So Jerry Fitz say Knicks payroll at around 150 to 160 million. Golden State about 400 million. Knicks worth 7 billion. All Knicks free agents. Knicks want to keep their Knicks want to keep their keeping. You can still go over to sign our own guys.
Yeah. Oh, I know it. I know it. But the thing is, I think what they're talking about is, do you want to pay Hartenstein starter money and Mitchell Robinson starter money? Right. Right. It's like because the thing is, you also gonna have to pay quickly. You're gonna have to pay Grimes now too.
You have to pay McBride. You're gonna have
But
to
that's
Sims.
not to cut y'all off. That's if they all come back.
Right. 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 Richard Kenny is
Because
in the building. Shout out to Ireland in the building. And
to
yo,
Ireland.
yeah, and yo, to make y'all laugh, I know I tell the story like a million times, right? But I'm gonna just tell it one more time, right? Right. And this is for Jay Boogie. Jay Boogie, you love to hear the story again and again of how it all got started way back when, right? So here's the thing. Here's the thing. I thought my family lineage was 100% Haitian, right? From the island of Haiti, 1805, right? 1804, 1805, right? We know the story about Castile and whatever. I lived that my whole life until I did the what's the name test, the DNA test. And the DNA test comes back. I'm 50% Nigerian and 10% Irish, 10% English, right? And
what's the other
Irish.
30? What's the other 30, Freezie?
It's a mix of other stuff. It's a mix of a lot of stuff, bro. I can pull it up though. I'll tell you. Just give me a second. Let me see. Did I take it down from my? I had it saved. Let me look.
Bless you.
Ancestry. Let me see if they still have me logged in. No, I'm not logged in. Let me see. Sign in. I'll let you know. All right. So I have a new leaf. That's good. They're offering me. Stop offering me stuff. I don't want stuff. Let me see. DNA. There we go.
So
Origin.
always want stuff.
And always trying to upsell you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, oh, geez, relax with the upselling. So, so it's 10% England, northwestern England, 10% Ireland, Nigerian, 10% Wales.
Welsh.
Yeah. A place called Mali, Mali.
Okay, so that's another 10% to African heritage. So you're 60% African.
and Senegal.
Okay, so you're 70% African, 30% English, British.
Yeah, a UK or whatever it is, whatever they call it. Yeah. So, but the thing is, my whole life, I'm in my 50s, bro, and I lived 50 something years of my life thinking I'm 100% Haitian. And then when I shared it, with my family, they were like, "You lying? We're Haitian." I showed them to. They were like, "Hey, man, you might be right." And so other people did the kit, and they get the same results that I have, right? And so it's basically one of our drunk uncles was probably telling lies the whole time, talking about we're from Haiti.
What's the site you do this on?
Ancestry.com.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. You need a subscription.
Freezie.
You have to pay. You have to pay for this, right?
Yeah.
I'll pass.
And so Sherwin says Haitian don't come up on DNA. What? Nah, it's by region, bro. It's by region. At least I thought it was by region. There were over 2,600 regions that come up. So yeah. So I'm Nigerian. So it's African and United Kingdom. So when Cormega is in the building. And Sherman
Still
says, no,
call my
if you are black, it comes up as African. Oh, okay. I got you. 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 Okay. So we may be Haitian is what we're saying. But anyways, I don't know how we got there, but I do want to say this. I'm more confident now about the schedule going forward than I
Yeah.
was when we lost to the Utah Jazz.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why is because I know we shouldn't overreact over every small win or loss, but that Utah Jazz loss was bad, man.
That was.
So it shook us. It was like one of those things where you couldn't trust the team because the team came out completely flat against Toronto, and Julius Randle willed us to win against Toronto, and then we lost against the Jazz because we came out flat again. But
then we came out flat against the Clippers.
Yeah, it appears that we may have got over the hump, but we're not sure. We're not certain.
After the Wednesday game against Chicago, we go to Washington on Saturday the 6th. No, we're not playing the 8th.
Utah just lost to the Cavs without 4 starters last night. Kev Middleton, stop it. Kev Middleton, you're a pain in the rump, bro. Kev Middleton, why are you trying to hit us with the truth, bro? Kev out here like, nah, bro, but for real, the Utah Jazz was completely healthy and they lost to the Cavaliers with 4 starters out.
Memphis
Thank you.
On 13th.
So who do we have on the 15th? That's my birthday.
MLK Day, Orlando.
All right. Yo,
it's a 3 o'clocker, which I find a little odd, as most MLK Day games in the Garden usually start at 1, not 3.
Yeah,
that's a little odd.
Then what I'm gonna say, I want to put something out there ahead of time. I'm just gonna say this. Everybody, listen. If we lose to Orlando on my birthday, I'm just gonna ask everybody to super chat me 50 cents so I can buy some headache medicine.
You do realize we can't do fewer than 99 cents.
I got you.
No, it's a joke, man. It was a joke. I'm not asking for super chats. I'm putting a joke out there like, yo, come on.
No, but
bro.
Not to be funny though. Why don't you though?
Because I think it's more of a choice, like, those that support. Now, what I will ask for is for people to join the channel, become members of the channel so they can help with input and all that stuff. But and I don't know. It's I'd like to get more support, like in terms of content creation and things of that. If I'm being completely honest, I would like to put more shows on the channel. You know what I'm saying? Where you can get more Knicks content and have content creators on the channel, and you can get their personality and have them talk about Knicks. Like if there was a Mets show, I know this is funny. This is odd, right?
That'd be so funny, man. Yeah.
We tried to do a Mets channel last year and we did nothing with it.
No, not Mets. I'm talking about you.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm talking about. So it's like if Mets did a Knicks show.
Exactly.
Right. And it'd be like a 30-minute joint where Mets just talk about the Knicks and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And of course, I'd have my popcorn ready. I have me a popcorn and a Starry ready to listen to Mets talk about the Knicks for 30 minutes. You know what I mean? But the Mets channel, no lie, I just had a whole bunch of conflicts in schedule, right? Like had a whole bunch of doctor's appointments and a whole bunch of things. I just couldn't. The time is not right for it. So we'll try it again in February. But on this channel, you know what I'm saying, I would want everybody to like contribute to the fan channel and get it out there so that we can make the channel bigger and bigger and bigger. Danny, I see you, bro. I got you. I got you. Them. Yeah, man. Yeah. So if we lose to the Orlando Magic, I want everybody to super chat me like a dime so that I can go buy the biggest headache medicine money can buy. I just don't want to lose on my birthday. And for those that know me know that I used to be the bad luck charm. Like Mets at King Ribby, no lie, for like 8 years, every Knicks game I went to in person, we lost
I've
for
only
like
been to 2.
8 years.
I think because this when the team was bad.
Yeah, I know.
Like I said, I've only been to 2 games, and it's been 50-50. Most of the Hornet/Bobcat games I've been to have been against the Nets.
Oh wow.
And all of them, the Nets ended up winning.
So the 2 games you've been to as the Knicks, they lost?
No, they lost the first game,
Oh.
and they won the last game I went to.
Okay.
Former was at the start of 2015. Was in 2015. The latter was in 22.
Okay.
So the 14, 15, and 21, 22 seasons, respectively.
Okay.
The net games, on the other hand, was a preseason game in 05, a regular season game, I think, in 06, 07, and then 14, 15.
Yo, I'm not even gonna lie to you. The last game, so ever since then, every Knicks game. No, okay. So Staffa is the good luck charm, right? Right. So when I met Staffa in Charlotte, Staffa broke the streak. Danny Landis.
Good morning, and blessings, everybody on the
is
panel.
in the building.
Salute, OG.
Salute. What's up, guys?
Salute, OG, triple OG. What's good, man?
Triple G, you're the best around.
You remember that, man? You're an
Yeah,
old
I
man,
love that.
bro.
My favorite movie. Daniel-san. Freezie son.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
What's
Yo,
up, Freezie? What's up, Mets? How you doing, guys? Ribby?
I'm doing fine, Danny.
Man.
Yo, Freezie, I'm happy with Randall, man. Randall's looking mighty good, man. He's making some good moves, Randall, lately. Like, he's changed that guy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I'm
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. He looks good. He looks dialed in.
Yeah, finally.
Right. Yeah,
Maybe.
he looks focused, man.
Maybe Draymond Green smacked him in the back of the head, and now he's focused.
Yeah, man. Just real quick, man. So Staffa is the good luck charm, man. I met Staffa, and you won't believe Staffa has like a Kobe Bryant like voice. Like you can't believe when you look at the person, you can't believe the voice is coming out of that body. Yeah. So Staffa is like, Uncle Freezie, what's good? And I'm like, wow, that dude has a voice of a dude 8 foot tall. This Staffa has like y'all know the series Bobby and Toby, the real tall what's his name? The dude that does all the commercials, the real tall dude that does all the commercials, the NBA player. The dude that stuck his hand in the goldfish bag and took on Tobias Harris Goldfish.
That he's 7'4".
Yeah.
Martin Bogdanovich, something like that.
Yeah.
His last name is Bogdanovich.
Yeah.
He's the one from the Wick. Will be the Wick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tall dude. Yeah. Stafadon's got a voice like that, man. Stafadon is like Uncle Free. I can't do it because I don't have a big man voice. Right.
I think his first name is Boban.
Yeah, Boban.
Bobanovich.
Yeah, Boban.
Yeah, that's him.
That's Frankenstein.
So you see, so I don't know how big Stafadon is. I'm just gonna say Stafadon is like 5'8" or whatever. I don't know how big he is, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, but when you hear him talk, bro, it's like Stafadon, you need to be the public address announcer for somebody. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I met Stafadon in, I'm gonna say Atlanta, but I may be wrong. I'm gonna say I met Stafadon in Atlanta, Georgia, at State Farm Arena. I met him one of these road places. One of them, one of these places. I don't know if it's all because we try to get out and run. King Ribby, you got to get out of the city, bro. You got to get on the road.
Yo, stop! Yo, can you please stop saying that? Yo.
Yeah.
Oh
I know. I'm talking about
man.
King. I'm talking about with us, bro. Relax. I know you. Relax. You gotta hear me out, bro. Yeah. So, man, to get it, because when you get out, us, bro, it'd be like a different world, bro. Like dudes be walking up to Jay Boogie with tears in their eyes, man. Little boys be crying. I can't believe it's Jay Boogie. I can't. I'm gonna tell my parents I met Jay Boogie. Almost to the opinion. I don't feel like let me see. I'm gonna mute Danny real quick because Danny at work. But anyway, if it wasn't for Stafadon, the losing streak would continue. You know what I'm saying? I met Stafadon in one of these NBA cities, right? And just meeting Stafadon, he broke the win streak, and it was a blowout. Right, it wasn't even a close game. It was just like I meet Stafadon, and it's like bim. You know what I'm saying? The losing streak is over. So yeah, man. All right, so Danny back. Yeah, man. Hey, how's Lucas, bro?
He's awesome. He's doing great. I told you I'm taking him to the game on Saturday.
I bet he's 6 foot tall already.
Maybe 6'1", 6'2". He's doing good.
6'1".
Nah. He's like 4'9".
Oh,
4'8", 4'9". He just turned 11.
Oh, okay.
Wow. So how big is he? Is he a big dude now?
Yeah, he's getting there. He's big.
Man.
We had his league this year, and we lost all the games for Freezie. We got bombed.
Really?
We got bombed. We had like a couple of kids on the team that looked like they weren't interested in basketball. They're just there because they wanted to play.
Oh man,
they lost by like 20 points, 30 points. We got bombed every game. And
did he rebound?
He did, yeah, but he was getting mad. He gets mad like me. Like I can't take losing. He's the only one that was showing like fight. Like he was getting mad. He started crying. I said, "Yeah, this is a year. It's not out of year. Next one will be better."
Right.
Don't worry. Just play hard.
When he gets drafted, bro, we're all gonna be there. We're gonna be at the draft party, bro, celebrating. You know what I'm saying?
He's happy though because we're going Saturday. He gets to see his favorite player, Giannis.
Oh wow.
That's nice.
Yeah, and so he said that from day one, bro. King Ribby, I was like, "Yo, who's your favorite player, man?" Giannis. Dang it.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be like, and King Ribby, and the other thing too, which is funny. I have this saying about Elfrid Payton, and I think Lucas and Danny Landis were there, and I slipped out and said I was so frustrated with Elfrid Payton. I said every time Elfrid Payton shoots a jump shot, a broken backboard gets his wings. It was like,
a broken backboard. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So what's your expectation? The Knicks by 10?
I think the Knicks by like 7-8, something like that.
Okay.
It's gonna be a close one, a good one, but we're gonna take it. Randall's gonna give Giannis the business that game.
I hope so.
I'm expecting a hockey fight for this one between Giannis and Randall.
Yeah, we.
I mean, deliberately provoke a physical provocation, and we could remove Giannis from the equation.
Yeah, I don't think Giannis wants to fight, bro. I think Giannis he talks like he wants to fight, but I don't think
he doesn't. No,
I don't think he wants.
He just wants his game ball. That's it. He wants that game ball.
His brother will fight because his brother doesn't even deserve to be in the league. But
exactly.
Honest, I mean, why the hell did Phil Jackson draft that guy anyway?
I don't know. It was.
I think it was because they wanted Giannis.
Right. Why did they do that instead of just taking
Nikola Jokic?
Yeah.
Because Jackson was a tunnel vision idiot who wanted his triangle vision back.
Right. I think, and the irony is, I think Jokic would have been an excellent player in the triangle. He's a big man that can dribble, pass, shoot, and rebound.
For the Knicks?
Yeah.
And look at what he's doing for Denver. He got him a title.
That would have been a dream come true.
That would have been a dream come true. That would have been a dream come true, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
but to be honest, that year, that season when who was the coach?
Fisher.
Derek Fisher.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Terrible.
Just nothing more than a yes man and a Jackson people pleaser. That guy was.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that was the year Amari basically got waived because he was a glass cannon. Melo didn't play due to a slew of injuries for the most part. And we had guys like Lou Edmondson, Alex Girk, Wayne Ellington, Shane Arniani, Calderon.
Calderon.
Yeah. Cole Aldrich.
Yeah.
Cole Aldrich playing for the other team. Danny, you remember Cole Aldrich?
For the other team.
Yeah, because he was so unathletic that he would try to do all these little things to get an advantage. So he like, instead of grabbing rebounds, he would try to tip them away from the crowd. And at least once a month, he would tip the ball in the other team's basket, bro.
By complete accident.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And then again, Tyson Chandler was a mistake when he could have been good in the triangle.
But not to cut y'all off, y'all see what we've come from. So I like.
Yep.
We gotta at least,
at least appreciate what we have, right?
Exactly.
That's it.
I understand where you're coming from, but no, not in New York, bro.
I'll be right back, Freezie. Hang on, all right? Be right back.
All right, I got you. Yeah, but not for New York sports, bro. For New York sports, you can't be patient like that, bro. Right? Even seriously. Yankees fans are going crazy because they haven't won a championship since
2009.
Right.
Giant fans been going bonkers since 2011-12 for a Super Bowl ring. Knicks since 72-73. Islanders since 82-83. Rangers 93-94. The Mets since 86. The Jets since 69.
Right.
And the Liberty, who gives a rat's backside about them, but they haven't won it at all.
And the thing about 69 is and King Ribby in 69, we were championship city, bro.
Yeah, we had the Jets, we had the Mets, we had the Knicks.
Yep, we were championship city, bro. In 69.
I was even born.
Yeah, man. We were on babies, bro. 69. Come on, man. I mean,
we were championship city again in 86 with the Giants and Mets.
My man, John is in the building. What's good, bro?
What's going on, Uncle Freezie? What's going on, panel? How you doing, Mets? 21-28. What's going on? King Ribby, what's going on? Danny Landis. Been a long time.
Yeah, man. Your mic is excellent, bro.
Oh, and that's just coming off the laptop.
Yeah, well, yeah, man. The laptop is working overtime. How you been, brother?
I've been good. How you been?
Frustrated.
What's that?
Frustrated. I feel like I'm in a Bill Murray comedy set during the wintertime where things just keep happening over and over again. And you try to do the right thing, and it's just like you wake up the next day and it's the same thing. Right. It's like you're living the same day over and over again. Somebody should make a movie about that where you just live the same day over and over and over again.
Oh, wait, there is one. It's called Groundhog Day.
Oh,
yeah, I would say that.
There is one. Right. Yeah, so yeah, man, that's where I'm at, man. Sales are slow. This time of the year. We know that sales are always going to be slow this time of year. So, but everything else, man, is hunky dory. Getting ready for the holiday. Well, the holidays are here, but getting ready for that. The dog doesn't like being on his. Our dog is a we should call him Houdini now because he likes to escape. And my neighbors and my neighbors love seeing an energetic pit bull running through their yard, knocking over their yard stuff and Christmas decorations. So it's a wonderful time right now. So.
Hey, listen, it's a wonderful time to be a Knicks fan. I tell you that, regardless of what the outcome is currently with the whole Mitchell situation. We're in a good place as Knicks fans. We should be happy. We actually have a team that's a viable playoff team, and it's been years since we've been able to say that, right? So, I'm thankful for that.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not, bro.
We need a chip, right?
Nah, you know what? The thing is I understand. I understand that the chips are overdue,
right?
But I want a moment.
Right.
Can we have a moment? Right? Like you don't have to win the championship because I know rebuilding is hard.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But can we at least get a buzzer beater in a game 7? You know what I'm saying? Can we get can we sweep on the number 1 seed? Can we at least get a 1999 if we're not gonna get a championship?
Right.
That's where I am. And I know that's a lot to ask. But I'm asking in a sense of trying to save my people from going through the doldrums of another second round loss and then us spending all summer talking about the what ifs.
Right. Hey, listen, man, we're in a starting point right now. I mean, we're at the back end of that 5-year plan, right? That Tibbs had put forth. So at some point, we're going to see a transition, whether that be away from Coach Thibodeau or maybe extending Coach Thibodeau and, maybe adjusting the plan just a bit. I think
7 more years.
7 more years, but there's potential there, right? But, for me, I like the trajectory. I like that we're building off of what we created and what we have. I think there's a lot to be said for folks in our fandom, right? And Knicks fandom to sort of think about our team currently constructed and thinking that we may need a star in combination with Randall and Brunson, right? There's a lot. I would say we just need, for me, I would like to just see an upgrade to that wing position. Okay. And I know we lack size. And so if we can make a smart move, I like Hartenstein in the starting lineup for now. I think the plan is for Mitch to come back. Not sure what kind of health he'll be when he gets back. But
next season.
Yeah, just get a stopgap guy, right? Someone like a Willie Cauley-Stein, right? I think he's a free agent. He's a 7-footer. Someone who could rebound and block shots, sort of similar to what Mitch brings.
Why not bring one of the Hernan Gomez brothers?
Yeah, they also lack size though, right? So
Yeah, they're shorter.
you know,
Yeah.
they're shorter. So for me, I'm looking for a true 7-footer, someone, or even that kid Marco Semenianovic or something like that. He used to play with the Bulls for a year. I think he's an unrestricted free agent. He's a guy who could come out. He's 7 feet. He could shoot the three. He's athletic. You don't have to go out.
He's with Utah right now, bro.
Is he with? No, I don't think he is.
You talking about Luka Šamanić?
So is
Samanic, right?
Yeah, something like that. Is he with Utah?
Yeah. Remember the Knicks cut him, and San Antonio drafted him. The Knicks had him. We was paying him more than we were paying Mitchell Robinson.
Oh yeah.
And then
you talking about
Samanic,
right?
Šamanić. Yeah, Samana.
No. I'm talking about his last name is. Let me look it up. It's Marco. Last name Simonovic.
Simonovic.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Oh yeah, you look him up. It's a player. He's on the free agent roster. He's probably playing overseas right now, but it's just an athletic big who could come in and spell minutes, right? You're not asking him to come in and play 20 minutes. You're asking him to play 13 minutes, right? Because you got Hartenstein, and right now we don't have a deep bench when it comes to size, you know, and having our guy, you know, Gibson there, he's not going to be able to hold up.
He's not going to hold it. No,
he's now playing for
he's
Crvena Zvezda, which is a
right
team in the Serbian league.
Yeah, so a kid like that could come in and spell minutes. Like, we got to be smart with our move because we ain't got a lot of cap space. We ain't got a lot of money. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. I think if we do that, we sort of like won't miss a beat. And then at some point, come trade deadline in February, we can potentially make a splash. Never know.
Can I do one simpler than that?
Yeah.
So Grimes and Deuce McBride for Daniel Gafford, the starting center of the Washington Wizards.
I'm good with that.
Right. You bring him in, he'll play his thing. When Mitch come back, they'll go to camp together, and we'll probably include Daniel Gafford in a trade somewhere else.
Considering Washington's going to blow it up anyway,
they suck.
Roll the dice and take the shot.
Yeah, they suck. They don't care.
But that's what the Knicks front office needs to start thinking of, right? They need to start bringing in or making good moves in order to keep us whole, not to break it all up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not on the side of saying that we're gonna trade Barrett and Randall and bring in a big star, because that big star may not gel with Brunson. You know what I mean? You just don't know. You know what you're gonna get back in return.
Why do you sound so Brooklyn? Why do I hear like a Brooklyn sensibility, man? What's going on?
How you doing?
Huh? I needed some Bronx, bro. I needed some ratchet Bronx, bro. I needed some Fordham Road just now, bro.
Boogie down Bronx.
Yeah, man. What's the deal, bro? Can we just get some Bronx River?
Yeah.
Can we just get a rat the size of a taxi cab real quick?
We got those here, Freezie. Don't worry.
Oh.
New York City really needs to be cleaned up on every other level.
Yeah, man. But I get what you're saying. Basically, what I get is you're saying, man, you know, we need to relax. The move that we make may just be a minor move, right? To keep the boat steady until we can find out what we have in RJ and Grimes and Quickly. You know, you want to give them towards the end of the season to see if they can pop or not, and then do the major move during the summertime. That way the star can come in and have an entire training camp with the team. And if Tibbs is still, whether Tibbs is here or not, that'll be resolved during the summer.
Exactly.
So I get it, right? But what I'm saying to that point is that's been the play for the last 2 seasons. Who's to say anything different is going to happen this offseason when in the same framework nothing has happened in the regular season? right?
Yeah.
Are you confident that the Knicks front office can go out and get a guy?
I'm confident that Donovan Mitchell would be available in free agency when he's available and wants to come to the Knicks. I'm confident in saying that.
Okay.
I'm confident that he would be a player who would prefer to be on the Knicks team and will make us the number one location for his free agency. Outside of that, there's nothing else out there for us. Embiid is not going anywhere. He's their franchise guy. If they lose him, they lose their entire fan base.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So who else is there?
But
Sixers are
it's
losing their
also
fan base
Philadelphia
anyway,
though,
with the
bro.
bad amount of trades range, big money contracts that they bloated up over the years.
Who's that? 76ers?
Yeah.
They're still in it though. That's the
Yeah, but for how much longer is that going to last? They've gone through various coaching change regimes. Their owner has basically led a decade-long tank with the whole trust the process mantra. And what's it gotten them? No further than round 2 of the postseason. And when you consider they blew it last season just to get out of the conference semis against Boston.
Right.
But then I don't see them blowing that up. What has that done for us? It's the same. We're in the same boat, right?
Right. But I got one for you. The Joel Embiid thing is interesting because the Philadelphia 76ers, and I'm sorry if this is offensive to some people, right? But the Philadelphia 76ers are like your cousin Heather. Like I think all of us have like a cousin Heather, like that really needs to get her life together. But she's always one cocktail away from being from doing something embarrassing, right? And so Philadelphia, while we think they won't trade Joel Embiid, but this is the same franchise that traded Wilt Chamberlain, the same franchise that traded Dr. J, the same franchise that traded Charles Barkley, the same franchise that traded Allen Iverson, the same franchise that traded Andre Iguodala, Drew Holiday, Vucevic. They traded Iguodala, Mo Harkless, and Vucevic all in the same trade.
Right.
They got rid of James Harden. That was
the same franchise that traded James Harden. This franchise, they are your cousin that is, and I'm not speaking to one person in particular. I'm just using this as an example. That Philadelphia is that one cousin that's always one cocktail away from embarrassing themselves for life, right? And you always gotta don't you drink that cocktail? You know what happens when you know what I'm saying? That cousin, right? And so if we're thinking that they won't trade Embiid, I don't know. I'm confident that smart basketball minds won't trade Joel Embiid, but they traded Wilt in his prime, bro. They traded Dr. J in his prime.
So you're saying the front office of Philadelphia is nothing but a bunch of
I'm sorry, they didn't trade Dr. J. I'm sorry, they traded for Dr. J. I'm sorry. I keep saying that wrong, but they traded Barkley in his prime. They traded AI in his prime. They traded Jerry Stackhouse after he won Rookie of the Year. Remember Jerry Stackhouse won Rookie of the Year? And then they traded him.
And they shipped him out to the Pistons, right?
I think they traded him to the Wizards, and then the Wizards traded him to the Pistons. I can't remember. You may be right. Either way, you're probably right. But my thing is Philadelphia is always knee jerky. Like they're one embarrassing moment away from trading away everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Surprise me.
Yeah, but again, you think about they had the opportunity to do it this offseason when everything was in shambles, before the season started, and they chose not to. Now they're in a 19-8 or something like that. They have a winning record. They're third in the East. Like, there's no signs that are pointing to what they have going on right now that is not working. Maxey is a legit star over there. He's a definite number 2 to a number 1, right? And so, like, they have pieces there that they're utilizing really, really well. And so for me, it doesn't seem to like, I could see if they start out the season poorly, like the Bulls, where you would then think about breaking it up. But right now, it doesn't seem like they're cruising, right?
Yeah.
The only legitimate threats are Milwaukee and Boston, and have they been able to get over those humps? My view, no.
Right.
That's even with someone like Embiid. I mean,
but both those teams have lost games won, right? Like this season, like every team has lost games against lower quality talent, right? Like,
surprising losses. Yeah.
right. So that happens throughout the season. It's just the way they're built right now, that there isn't a team out there that you can say can definitely take them out of the East right now, specifically. Like you could say there's teams that can be competitive with them and it's going to be a shot, like Milwaukee and 76ers. That's a great matchup. And so is against Boston. I don't see them like sweeping them.
Right.
So
right. But here's my thing to it, because I think you put that together eloquently. And for those that don't know, man, y'all make sure y'all watch Still Knicks fans, man, the conversation. Man, John is usually carrying his co-host, whatever his name is. Whatever that dude's name is, the tall guy. Whoever the tall guy is, John is usually
the tall guy with the bass in his voice, right?
Yeah, yeah. He ain't saying nothing. No, he just up there mumbling. Boy, I love Boys to Men. That guy.
Shout out to my brother Ron, man.
Shout out to Ron, man. Shout out to Ron. That's our guy, man. But John, what I was gonna mention to you is so even if nothing occurs, right? Say if Philly doesn't make a move, right? Are you content with the Knicks being the third best team in their division until Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Brown stop being good? Or do you feel like you're forced to make a move?
It's more like we're forced to make the move.
Yeah, I think inevitably we're gonna have to make a move. Inevitably, right? Because it has to happen. You have to build on the team that you already have. Now, does that mean trade all your best assets? I don't think that's the right move. I don't, unless it's quality for quantity, right? Like you ain't doing that. Like I'm not trading Randall unless I get something legitimately in return that will help me in the future, right? Randall right now is arguably our best player, right?
Yeah.
Between him and Brunson, right? So, you're not going to trade that off and not getting anything in return. So you might as well keep him and add to what the mix is already. We know Barrett is undersized to play small forward, right? And he's too slow-footed to play shooting guard. But at some point, you're going to have to maximize, his return. And so how do you do that? You bring in a solid player who can sort of play like DiVincenzo's a good match in that starting lineup. So it works. But what we don't have right now is a deep bench because we removed DiVincenzo from that bench row. And now we're locked in with Grimes, and quickly tends to do quickly, right? Like, let's get it straight. He's not going to be a facilitating point guard. He's going to be a shoot first guard. That's who he is. And so you got to maximize talent around that. And if you're able to move a Quickly or Grimes in a package with Fournier, then you do that to get some length and some size. That way you can maximize the talent that's coming off the bench, if that makes any sense.
Right. Let me, if I may throw a curveball, and I hate doing this, bro. I really don't like doing it. I'm keeping it a stack. I wish I can ride with you on this and co-sign. But if I'm the Knicks, I'm doing the opposite. Right? Because for all those guys that you mentioned, I feel like you can go buy them. You can go to Whole Foods and get them on sale. Right? I think you could find an Emmanuel Quickly, the way Quickly's playing now, not what he should be, because I think Quickly should be a fantastic NBA guard, right? But thus far this year, Quickly is those bananas at the top of the rack, bro. The ones that look like they're about to start being ripe. And you're like, man, I can buy these now, but they won't be in 2 days. You know what I'm saying? Grimes is that same type guy. And so what I would say is, as opposed to doing that, I would flood Oklahoma City with draft picks and young players for SGA and go Brunson, SGA, RJ Randall, and some type of center.
Yeah, no,
And
of course.
and I would do that right now. All those Secret Service picks, all those picks that we have that are more heavily protected than the president of the United States, I would send them right away. The
Yeah.
Detroit pick, the Dallas pick, the Bucks pick, the Wizards pick, the Mavericks pick, whoever. I would send all of that stuff for a franchise-altering player right now, right? Because we're assuming that Randall and Brunson are going to continue to play at this level over the next 3 or 4 years, but none of this is guaranteed.
Right.
Right. You know, so we're assuming that Brunson has another level or two that he can get to. We're assuming that, right? But we still have to wait and see. And what I would do, as opposed to letting this thing play out and then having a 29-year-old point guard and try to build around a 29-year-old point guard, what I would in a 31-year-old Randall, what I would do is go get that guy now and make a run at it these 2 years right here. Just do it, right? Because think about it. What value do those picks have to us right now? And when we know we're not going to use them?
None.
But it also takes two to tango, right? So,
Yeah.
like, I get the idea of trying to trade away certain players, right?
Yep.
The opposite team has to see value in those players that we give up,
Right.
you know, and that's the end game, right? The picks have but so much value. It really comes back to like who you're trading away, and is there a need in that position that
Right.
they're going to be obtaining versus what, you know, we're going to be receiving. And so that is what the front office job is, right? They have to focus their energy on doing that and making good decisions. Again, I never turn around and say no one's untradeable. I think everyone's tradable, right? Everyone's a commodity to the team, and for that, you basically, you know, get moved when you need to be moved in order to get the best, you know, team, or present the best team to your fan base, right? Because at the end of the day, they need butts in the seats and they need to sell jerseys, right? So it's really that simple. It's just a matter of, do we have a willing partner to trade with, right? That isn't going to try to, like what Danny Ainge did, and try to, you know, fleece us for X amount of picks and whatever it is, you know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to seeing what comes before the trade deadline, you know, right before, you know, there's going to be a lot of, you know, it's coming in February. So, you know, January is going to be hot in the free agent market. You're going to be a lot of talk about who's available, who can be available during the trade deadline. So I'm looking forward to that. But I think as of today, we should stay packed until there's something of reason to talk about, right? If there isn't something of reason to really speak on, I'd rather just stay pat and then just lock in a player who can fill in limited minutes, you know, in place of Taj Gibson, because Taj ain't going to hold up, like I was saying.
Taj is not gonna.
Like I've always, again, like I said, when I found out we re-signed, we got him back. Damn it, he's only there for damage control.
Right. I don't know. I don't know if that player exists, bro. Like when you're saying, just hold it in the road. Basically, in theory, just hold it in the road. I don't know if that guy is out there. Not for us. I mean, nobody's like, for instance, I think a perfect fit for this team as a second or third trade piece is Malcolm Brogdon. Not as a primary trade piece, but just that piece to hold it in the road until we figure it out. He's a veteran of you know, he's been in big games before. He was rookie of the year. You know, you know, he's a quality veteran, right? But at the same time, John, who is that guy going to be? Who is that guy now that's not available, that's going to be available later?
That's what I'm saying. There isn't anyone right now
Right.
that is showing
So
themselves.
why not start the search now then?
Well, I don't think they're not searching. I think they're making phone calls. I would be hard pressed to believe that they're just sitting down on their laurels and saying that we got the team that we have to compete. I think they're in the position right now to like look at what the options are, see who's out there in free agency, what teams are placing value on some of our players, and seeing who may be a potential trade partner with. I think that's what they're doing. But we don't see that, right? We only see what we see in front of us when what's reported. So, for me, it's like, what's the best move right now for the Knicks as we stand? The only thing I can see is who's out there in free agency currently that we can grab up on a cheap, right? That could give us some length and height, right? Really, that's what we're lacking right now. Right. And if we can't get it in the wing position, we might as well bulk up in the center position, because right now we have a gap. There's a hole in the team, and we need to fill that hole. So
we need to fill that hole, definitely.
Yeah. Pause for all of those youngins, by the way.
Pause, but for everybody from Harlem.
Right. They're out there doing the Harlem Shake when I said it. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, so I gotta get out of here. I got some stuff that I want to do. First of all, I want to say thank you for John for coming through. Man, be sure, ensure you go to Still Knicks Fans. Check them out. Man, I really enjoy. I saw the show. I think it's Sports and Entertainment, The Mix.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure it out. I think I'm trying to figure it out. I like it, but I don't know you know how when babies first taste like honey buns,
right?
Like, ew, what is this? I've been eating strained peas for 4 months, and you giving me this thing, honey? What is this thing, honey bun? What is that? So I know it's good, you know what I'm saying? But the other stuff, man, listen, I think you guys need to be more active, bro. At least put on at least 4 more shows a week, bro.
Yeah, no, I feel you. It's life. You know what I'm saying? Like life gets in the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
always,
every day.
If it wasn't for this life thing, bro, man, life would be so much easier,
wouldn't it?
But check out Know the Ledge on Saturdays. It's a staple now.
Appreciate
we're going through the house, man, cleaning up. I put on Know the Ledge on the big TV, man, and play it, man. That dude, the R&B dude, he does his thing on Saturdays, bro.
He's got something, man. He's got something.
Y'all got anything else coming up? Anything special?
Your boss.
All right, boss. Y'all got anything? Y'all got anything else coming up?
I think we do the NBA wrap up. That's one of the new programs
Mondays,
that we recorded with MBK. I think. Oh, that's on Thursday nights.
Thursday nights.
And
what are you doing on Thursday nights? You got a show on Monday too, right?
Yeah, that's our Still Knicks Fans show. That's just me and Ron breaking it down, seeing what we run across during the week of games. We didn't have a live last week. Shout out to my man Jose. He just had a loss in his family. The passing away of his father. So shout out to him and blessings to him during the holiday season.
Man.
Yeah, it's not easy, but like I said, life hits, man. And when it hits, you got to take care of business. You know what I
mean? Yeah, man. TCB, man.
Yeah,
man. So, should I hang on to my 60-win prognostication, or is it too early to recalibrate?
We don't have to recalibrate, man. We got to stand on what we say, right? Okay. So that's what it is, man. Let's see if it can come to fruition.
Okay.
I think the Knicks still can get 60 wins. I mean,
we'd have to get raging hot, bro.
Yeah. And continue to play the defense we've done in the last 3 games, right? Like,
yep.
Not, got to be active.
Yeah. Well, thank you everybody for rocking with us this morning. Happy holidays to everybody. John, I was gonna reach out to you and Ron, but we do the Check Ball podcast every now and then, and I wanted to get you guys to jump on that with me so that we can talk about the greatest basketball player of all time
Yeah,
in you
let's do it.
guys' mind. Yeah, so maybe
Yeah.
at the turn of the new year, something like that. Once we get all the gift shopping out of the way and eat up all the snacks and all the good and all the power naps. Once we get all those out of the way, maybe we can do that then. But thank you everybody for coming through.
Appreciate
Big
you.
John, man, hey man, much success to y'all show and the channel. Continue success, man. I'm a big fan.
So am I. I'm a big fan of yours as always, and I
Yeah,
appreciate
man.
you holding it down for us and allowing us the opportunity to jump on your show anytime. You know, appreciate
Yeah,
you.
man. Yeah, man. We got to get Jose some more camera time whenever,
Right?
whenever that happens, whenever that has the opportunity to occur, we'll let that happen. But I'm out of here, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. We'll
Thanks,
holler at y'all later.
Freezie.